All right, so this is a suggestion via a donation. The name of the video is The Pros and Cons of Dating Smart People. This is coming from the comedian Drew Barth. Let's check it out. Guys, I can tell you right now, really quickly, I think there are going to be a lot of cons. Absolutely. I'm telling you, a lot of cons. But the pros are going to be so amazing that they're going to completely make up for the fact that there are way too many cons. And they're probably weird, quirky cons at that. Either way, let's get it.
I'm very excited in general. Next month, I'm celebrating my 1-year wedding anniversary.
All right.
Which I haven't talked to my wife in about 8 hours, actually, which is, at this point, a little bit longer than I like to leave her alone with her thoughts.
Okay. But I'm going to be honest, that's a little long, just in general. I'm not sure I spend that time at all. I would say maybe 3 hours to 4 hours. Generally, even in sleep, because I will literally wake my wife up. Guys, you better hope oh my God, guys. You better hope that there's no random research journal that comes out science-oriented in the middle of the night, Spain time. You better hope. All right. Roughly about, I'll say about a week ago, we had a conversation. I had reacted to a video from Simon Whistler talking about the lambda point of helium. And I was just like, bro, we can't do this. Okay, so he gave me another number, and it was a different number than I actually recalled from NASA's overall journals. He said it was the lambda point is 2.17 to where the superfluidity, where the state of the superfluidity of helium-2 kind of creates that anti-gravity fountain effect thing that happens, right? And we had a full-blown hour conversation, her telling me I need to probably do more research because apparently my research was flawed because I only cared about what NASA was saying. Simon Whistler said it was 2.17 Kelvin, and I was just like, oh my God, I don't know what to do, right? And Simon Whistler was correct, and NASA was wrong, and so my information was wrong, and I can admit that, right? This is after honestly 2 weeks of just absolutely obsessing over this nonsense conversation we had in the middle of the night at around 3:30 a.m. Right? I will wake her up in the middle of the night. 8 hours. That's too long.
Point a little bit longer than I like to leave her alone with her thoughts, because we're still starting out, so my plan is basically just every morning I wake up and convince her once again this is a really good idea, and we can't return our wedding gifts. So
right.
Hopefully it all works out. I love being married, though. It's great. It's like dating with consequences. It's a lot of fun. And people ask me, like, why did you get married? Why'd you propose to your wife? And there are a lot of reasons, definitely, but really chief among them is that my wife is smarter than I am.
Okay.
And if you can date somebody smarter, I highly recommend doing that. It's a fantastic way to go. Just surround yourself with smart people in general, if you can. I know dumb people are fun. I'm not going to deny.
Yeah, very fun. I look at them just like, oh my God, I want to have fun. I can't have fun. I think too much, be honest. I can't. I think of everything. I generally overthink things. Do I think my wife is smarter than me? Maybe. I think she's extremely intelligent. I like her because she's a nerd, and I am also, so it works. We just nerd out over things generally. But do I think she's smarter than me? Maybe, depending on what we're talking about.
Deny that. And if you're dumb, thank you. It's really entertaining for everybody else, But if you swap out your dumb friends for smart friends, it's a lot less funny, but you're going to cut way down on the number of text messages you get at 2 a.m. I guarantee you that. Nobody asks for $200 that you can't ask about or anything. That's gone. So, And if you can date somebody smarter than you, I highly recommend doing that. As a matter of fact, if you're dating somebody here tonight, one of you is smarter than the other. That's just a fact. No two people get together that are the exact same level of intelligence. One person is going to be smart. As a matter of fact, clap if you think you're the smart person in your relationship.
Bro, you just insulted the person you're with tonight. Oh, no. Good luck with that.
Boy, was that a mixed bag.
That was crazy.
I like there were a handful of people out there that are like, nope, the smart person doesn't clap right here. I know that. This is a trap. It was so interesting to watch. I saw some couples where both people were clapping. Oh, all right. No, we're not done talking about this, actually.
Right, we're gonna have a full-blown
We're going to talk about this
conversation.
on the way home.
Right, mandatory.
I also saw some couples where people were definitely together and neither person was clapping.
Right.
Which is cute, because that can mean one of two things.
It happens.
There's option A, which could be like, hey, I'm not clapping because I think that you're smart. Oh, that's right, you're not clapping because you think that I'm smart. Well, that's just... Listen, do you want to get some gelato on the way
Right,
home?
mandatory. Also, right. I mean, listen, you're helping both of you. You know, you're helping both of each other out. You get what I mean? Here, guys. Just be nice. Listen, you're right. You're smarter. Then the whole back and forth becomes all, I guess, cute-ish. Right?
To adopt a puppy? We're wonderful. That's possible. That could exist as option A, but you have to admit, could also be option B, which is like, hey, I'm not clapping because I think you're, oh.
Right.
And you're not clapping because you think, oh.
Yeah.
All right. Are we dumb? I didn't know that. That's not...
Hey, nothing's
not
wrong
No,
with
I
it,
don't
bro.
remember where we parked the car. Actually, that's not...
Oh.
Date smarter, if you possibly can. And I say smart and not clever, because there's a big difference between smart people and clever people.
Okay.
There are a couple of people nodding out there who've dated clever people before. And right now, if you're sitting there and you're like, I'm not sure if the person I'm with is smart or clever, well, they're clever. That's
Right, potentially.
That's how they work. But it's just a totally different...
I mean, listen, being smart and being clever, like, instead of street smart, right? Guys, they both have their strengths. Absolutely. They kind of balance each other out. I don't think you can make it through the world, I don't think so, without having a little bit of street smarts. And I do think that if someone is just, like, their skill stat is basically put at 100 on street smarts, I do think that they're probably going to make it through the world just as someone who has no street smarts, just book smarts, the same. Probably more at times, guys, depending where you are.
Different thing between dating smart and clever people. And it really comes out when you get into any sort of argument. Like, if I get in an argument with my wife, who's smarter than me, it usually plays out just kind of like, hey, you know what, sweetie, I think I'm right. And then she'll say, no, actually, I think I'm right. And I'll be like, fine, you tell me why you think you're right. And then she'll list a bunch of facts.
Right.
And I'll say, what? And that's it. And
Wait, no, the question, no, hold on, bro. The question is, are these facts factual? Are they based off of logic or emotion? Or are you just being a guy who just doesn't want to get into a debate? So you just say, you know what? You're right. Listen, it matters.
it's over. It's really quick, but there's a lot of time left in the evening to get more things wrong, which is very helpful. But clever people, it's a totally different thing. It's a totally different way of arguing, because clever people don't use facts. They just bring up times that you've been wrong in the past to completely invalidate your argument.
With no
Have
facts.
experience with this before? It's like trying to date
All emotion,
a
no
negative
facts.
political attack ad against you. You know what I'm saying? So when you come out and you're like, hey, sweetheart, I'm gonna go hang out with the guys tonight, watch the game. I'm pretty sure I told you about this last week. Then she comes back with, oh, really?
Right.
Drew Barth says that he's pretty sure he mentioned last week he was going out with the guys tonight. But isn't this also the same Drew Barth that was pretty sure the movie started at 8:15 last night? And we know how that one turned out.
I know exactly which person this would have come from. All right. And it wasn't the guy.
And isn't this the same Drew
This type of argument is purely one-sided here, guys.
Barth that was
I'm going to bring up something from the past to prove my point that has nothing to do with what's actually happening. All right.
pretty sure he ordered more flea medicine for the cats online? Wrong again. Are we really going to trust a man who doesn't even know what drawer the big spoons go in?
This is crazy, bro. But it's going to be a lot more petty than this. Listen, this is petty. But no, it's going to be like, that's why your mother didn't love you. That type of stuff.
Doesn't even know what drawer the big spoons go in? Don't.
He's being
This
nice.
Thursday, vote no on Drew going out and having a good time with his friends. Because Drew Barth, wrong on big spoons, wrong on everything.
Right. Mandatory.
Subscribe to Drive.
All right, guys, listen. The name of the channel is Dry Bar Comedy. The name of the comedian is Drew Barth. I do think that his set overall is solid. I like the overall premise of this talk. It's a solid talk, guys. There are a lot of pros and cons of dating people with intelligence, along with people with, at times lack of intelligence, guys. Let's say that. They both have their strengths. Absolutely. But all right, listen, if you guys want me to check out any more of his stuff, I will. No complaints here. And you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.